I love sitting and looking out this window. It's just so pretty in the morning. Take a look. I want to show you in today's video a really simple way that you could make $800 a month from your homestead, and it's got something to do with that beautiful view. So let's take a little walk. Pretty cold morning here on the homestead. I'm gonna slip my muck boots on here. I did an interview with Elaine from Old Homestead Alpacas, and you can follow Elaine on Instagram or check out her website. She's got a really beautiful Instagram page. But I did a podcast interview with her recently because she made last year off her homestead, she made $10,000. I was blown away. I've been trying to make money from my homestead for a lot of years, and 10,000, woo, everything's frozen this morning. I'd be pretty happy to make $10,000 from my homestead this year. The way Elaine did it was so simple and so easy for any of you to do. I thought I would share a snippet here of this podcast interview. This is an easy way, and this is not like, I'm not being clickbaity here. This is an easy way to make $800 a month off of your homestead. All you do need one thing, and this is kind of important. Ready? This is all you need. A beautiful spot where somebody could come and put up a tent. Enjoy watching the sunrise for a few minutes. Listen how Elaine turned a beautiful spot on her homestead into $800 a month. Enjoy this. We'll be back to talk about it, probably inside because it's really cold.
We didn't offer a room in our home. It was a, hey, look at my great farm. Do you want to bring your car and pitch a tent or sleep in the back of your truck, or do you have a pop-up trailer? And I was just like, hey, I can put it out there. They don't charge you anything to have an Airbnb listing. They charge you when you make a booking, right? So I'm like, I'm just going to throw it out there, see what sticks. You can sleep in my barn. You can sleep in the pasture, on a cot, on the ground, in a tent, in a trailer, in a camper, in an RV. You can sleep in my Volkswagen bus.
Just a note to the listener. If a stranger ever invites you to sleep in their Volkswagen bus, don't do it. But if Elaine does, well, the coast is clear.
Whatever floats your boat, because we have the space for it.
It was set up your own camping site. She provided a porta-john, but that was it.
That's kind of, and that kind of limits your window of who's willing to do it,
Yeah.
Because, not everybody wants to go somewhere where they can't get a shower and a proper bathroom. And so...
What would you pay for that experience? Elaine was shocked.
I think I started at like 35 and it went gangbusters, and I thought maybe I had undercut myself. And then I think I went up to 50 on the dry camping.
A night?
Yes. The Volkswagen bus was 75.
Wow.
Yeah.
And how much?
I will be straight up here. I have never done dry camping for $50 a night, and I was really impressed at the amount of people that were like, hell yeah, I will totally do that.
Elaine was trying to figure out how many different things could she rent out because she was getting booked solid.
I was getting requests for bookings for pretty much the majority of all summer weekends. And I had some, just about every weekend, somebody was requesting to come. And I took only maybe a third, just because it's hard. It was overwhelming. It was overwhelming, the amount of people that wanted to do it.
I want you to do some Accountant Mike math with me, okay? Let's think about this. Elaine was charging $50 for someone to come and set up their own tent. That means all she needed to do was have a porta-john on the property and a location far enough away from her house where people could enjoy camping and the surroundings. That is incredibly low input. $50 per site. If you had a farm big enough where you could host 2 sites, and you only did the weekends like Elaine, 2 nights, Friday night and Saturday night, you'd be making $800 a month. Now that's not entirely profit. You would lose a little bit of money to sharing with Airbnb or whatever listing service you used, and if you had to rent out a porta-john. But still, that's a lot of money you could put back into your homestead. And all you'd have to do is make a listing on Airbnb and have a spot for people to enjoy the beauty on your property.
Okay, my fingers are literally freezing, so I'm gonna start walking inside. But I want to talk about this. Just providing a campsite. See this spot behind me? It's a beautiful view. Somebody would be happy. I wouldn't actually put someone there, it's too close to my house. But on my property I have lots of beautiful views. And those beautiful views could turn into, you know, $50 a night, put 2 spots up. You got $100 a night on the weekends, $800 a month. If you're looking to make some extra income from your homestead, the way Elaine did it is a really cool way. If you want to listen to that whole podcast interview with Elaine, all about, you know, how Elaine got to where she is farming alpacas and making $10,000 off her homestead this year, I'll put a link in the description below for iTunes if you're an Apple user. But if you're not an Apple user, you can use Stitcher. That's an app you can download, or Google Play. So I'll put links below to all those, so no matter what phone you have, you can check out the podcast. The podcast is really nice to listen to if you're driving. You know, you can't really watch a YouTube video while you're driving down the road. That's dangerous. If you download it to your podcast before you leave for work or whatever, you listen to it on your drive instead of the radio. I got into podcasts before I even got into YouTube because I commuted a lot each day. So enjoy that podcast. Click down below for those links. I was thinking that for our homestead right here, there's a couple of beautiful spots on the property that are secluded, far away from the house, where I could take a tent and put it up. We have these 2 really nice tents. They're air truss tents, so you take a hand pump. It doesn't, you know, setting the tent up isn't confusing or a hassle. So I inflate these big tents. They're really big. They're like glamping tents. I could put 2 of them up in secluded areas on the property and rent those out to, you know, people over the weekends. It'd be a really easy way to make a little bit of extra money from the farm. Actually, a lot of extra money for the farm, just like Elaine did. So the tents I'm using, they're called Wildcat Outdoor Gear Tents. If you want to learn more about how the inflatable tent, you can click on the link below. Some really good guys who run that company. I helped them build their website, so you can go check them out. And make sure to sign up to our email list. YouTube doesn't share all our videos with you. Even if you hit subscribe, even if you hit the bell, we have, you know, 30,000 subscribers, and only about 1,000 of them get sent our video each day. Sign up to the email list, and I will send you every Friday an email with all our videos and all our podcasts. That way you can decide what you want to watch and not a YouTube algorithm. We'll see you in tomorrow's video.